up, everybody? Yeah, I'm just doing a short video. I'm about to get a companion. I got to decide. I pretty much know. Gosh, can't believe that, dude. Okay, Regis. I'm pretty sure that's who I want. Regis. Okay. Chance on a hit. No. No. Power. What does wolf cards get to? Let me look this up. I need to look up. I'm not sure between Wolfgar. I'm not sure between Regis and Wolfgar. Where Regis go? Yeah, Regis. Why is Regis doing something? Hold on. I've been working 4 months to get this 5 companions I get to choose. They worth like 5 million. I have 22 of them. As long as you keep up the thing, I will wear them. Sorry, everybody. Oh, sorry about that. Gotta go help the old folks with the groceries. Alright, let's see. They're gone. Are you still doing Neverwinter or not? Songs of Liberty. Wow. Oh, dude, see actually? Okay, this is it.
Got announced basically in module 30.5, although the stretch they call it. But extra adventures between modules. Let's call it regular extra events. A new one. This does come with some minor improvements, including potentially retirement of my amount. Along with a new mini battle pass. And this is kind of the real reason you could call it an in-between module 30. Same. Ultimately, like no real new content, like no zone, no dungeon, no trial, just some events. But there are new rewards. Like, Day of the Dungeon Master will be back up until April the 1st, starting March the 11th, that being Tuesday. That's not usually the norm. They generally start Thursday, so that'd be interesting. But I guess it needs to last
April
3
Fouls.
weeks to then end with April the 1st, beginning April Fouls. Very befitting. And they will indeed come with a new mount. Or vanity pads. They don't say new, so technically just ones we had already. And then a powerful new artifact. Starting April the 17th. So, yeah, unlikely to get actually 31 before then. And this has a minor limited time event celebrating riches and rewards. Just come to in terms of the quality of life improvements, this is basically allowing you to easily copy your character's name to the computer. This is the big one. Insignia bonuses should not be visible. When you're in your inventory, the auction house shops. Making it easier to manage bills. Like, I hope what it means is that you can inspect the mounts and see all of the bonuses that it has.
Yes.
Rather than needing to pull online or stop and document every time to see which mounts have what bonus and then all the details of each skeleton, what insignias you need, and which bonus is actually preferred on that mount. So, if they do it right, it will eliminate the need for that. Which I'm totally fine with.
Yeah.
This is getting a bit exhausting as soon as they have it.
It's like, the problem is what he's talking about is like, a lot of times on the mounts, not your companion, what I'm looking at now, but on the mounts that you ride, when you inspect them, they don't show you the bonuses, like the abilities that they do or whatever. It's stupid.
It's a bigger gap than we've seen between modules as 34. Usually it's 4 months between modules. Now it's probably going to be 6.
Yeah, see, Neverwinter, Cryptic sold Neverwinter. I think Cryptic went out of business, or either they, I don't know. The new lion looks awesome.
Which is also going to bring in
Already got that. Already got that one.
I'll be like 5 free and 10 lately, but ultimately they put it like this.
Wait,
with interludes,
they didn't show.
Will basically start.
He doesn't even know. This is. I don't think. See, the accuracy combat advantage would be awesome to have. But Regis, everybody uses Regis, bro. It's like Regis is like top 4 companions always. But if you look at him, he doesn't even look like he'd be good for damage. Like,
Winter, that's probably due to the switching over to it deck of games. I think finally took over, and are now in the works. We got working on releasing the next module. This is a bit of a filler for us to wait even more. Obviously, let's need more time, which is fine. Excuse me if I play some other games, and yes, the liberty is very well for me. So please excuse the amount of videos I am posting again. It's a great game, it's having tons of improvements, but struggle from pay to win. But if you're into people, obviously that's not a problem whatsoever. But that's ultimately it. I'll see you guys around.
okay, that sucks. He didn't show. Dang it. He didn't show what was in the update. Might have to do. Is that the one I just watched? Okay, this is updated. Okay, yeah, this might be the one.
So we just have to have insignia bonus and see it now has a third tab here, and it has all of the ability to now view amount insignia bonuses. You go through a little bit of cross-checking. Here it has to have a bar, so you can see that the bonuses that have the bar allow you to gain extra use the full list of all the different amounts that you can slot 5 of them. But yeah, just in this last notice was announced the new love box amount and an artifact, and the new mini battle pass. And then upcoming events, we have the beginning of the Day of the Dungeon Master for 3 weeks, then April Battles, April 2nd, and then Festival Hunter. You have to do an activity, like you just need to queue up to it, challenge for each extra day. Keep in mind, as part of the Day of the best in slot belt item, which is the Albert figure, this is now this thing here, 1,000 magnitudes. So yeah, don't miss it if you don't already have it. Totally worth it.
Oh!
But then we jump to the new mini battle pass. Now you're gonna have to do your event, which is like you're gonna get the XP and you're gonna progress along this far, and the maximum is 4,000 still. So that's as little as 2 weeks and you're done. So we can claim already this girdle, which will then show us what the new set is. You'll have to open this pack, and now it is bound to account, so I can move it between my characters, but it will be bound to character once I equip it. And this piece is ultimately 1 out of 3 of a set.
Yeah.
And the set will give you
What?
You did try to call, he can't call out on his phone, it keeps doing that. What's he doing?
in charge here? You're looking at it.
Saying no sim.
Yes, he does.
But it relies on casting the new artifacts.
That's what it's saying there.
To obtain a premium pass to be able to
It sure
1,000.
does.
Then you should be able to get a 20% discount, and you will get all
Oh, God, you could have done that.
What's wrong with it?
of these next. That
Weird.
crimson artifact you can see will deal a bunch of damage, give a bunch of shield, and have the added
Figure out
effect
how
of
to show
reducing
this.
target damage.
The other companies
It
will be
also
able to
gives
compete with us.
50% stamina regen. So overall, I would just say the artifact set can be somewhat useful for
No,
tanks,
I don't need light.
and the
I gotta-
artifact
Oh, I thought you were
itself
trying to find it.
not very good for artifacts, but again, somewhat useful for
Can you stop that so you
So I
won't lose
personally
any
would
on?
pass it.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
good.
Captain Yago will deal with the undead.
It's not worth
It is my task to deal
it. Be
with
aware.
other things.
15% stamina regen, so it needs
Save 10%.
that.
Wanna know who's in charge here? You're looking at it.
Let's jump to the new knock box. We have to give these a rest. We can check it out.
I figure out how in the world you shut his
Captain Yago will deal with the undead.
New
It is
feature.
my task
It's
to
got
deal with
or
Other things.
intimidating presence.
Turn that light on
Being
real
right
quick.
here doesn't
This
mean
one?
to
Yeah, turn
obtain
that back
a
on.
fully look at it. So let's go get those open
Wasn't
nice and quick.
Whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
Oh, no,
Trays,
but-
bars, and other loot that you'll obtain. Just be aware of the guarantee drops.
Oh,
To
God,
hit
is
certain milestones. Let's get 250 open. There we
Right.
go. And we obtain the choice path. So this was ultimately
Power off.
well, let's select it. And there we go. Rewards.
You wanna know who's in charge here? You're looking
Here,
at her.
it does get added to
This is
collections.
different than mine.
Yeah, mine too. You press that and that. Oh,
Oh.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, you don't.
probably, yeah. He's definitely haven't. I restarted. Just let me know if it.
Showed it selected. Trays, bars, and other loot that you'll obtain.
Very distressing
50
indeed.
tanks. So overall, I would just say the artifact set can be somewhat useful for tanks, and the artifact itself not very good for artifact rollers, but again, somewhat useful for a tank who wants to improve their own survivability. So I personally would pass on it, and I'm honestly not going to get it. It's not worth it. But do be aware, the artifact's 2,200 item ammo.
Very distressing indeed.
Did you even bother to look at
Wasn't expecting to find
the
them
Crimson
dead here. Well, whatever. I won't
Battle
let them get in
Pass?
my way.
Has a box with Regis, a choice of Wolfguard, Regis, and a bunch of other companions that are very expensive? Why didn't you not show that? Let me guess, you didn't take the time to look at it.
Captain Yago will deal with the undead.
50. Artifact is right here. This can be used.
Wasn't expecting to find
Yeah.
them dead here. Well,
So,
whatever.
booty
I
that.
won't let them get in my way.
Which is correct. Out of 6, 12 pounds. Increase the damage to the same chest match 10,700 out of the secondary. A really big issue though. Walk 90 seconds. With that, just have 60 like the rest. For now, I would
A most
use the
dreadful curse.
secondary.
Most grateful.
Yeah.
It'd be limited to
No, I don't know what to do. I'm not a cell phone person.
For now, I would avoid opening the lockbox. Just try and sell stuff.
Only thing I can do is take it out and put it back in. But
Nope.
yeah, that's called.
With more
In the side.
skyships in our fleet, the other companies won't be able to compete with us.
Captain Yago will deal with the undead. It is my task to deal with other things.
Dude, these people are stupid. That's a dumb question. Best Neverwinter DPS companion.
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
A most dreadful curse. Most dreadful
Yeah, well,
and most
went with it.
powerful.
I told you this months ago. And you didn't even check it out. That's what y'all get for thinking that
You want to know who's in
you're the
charge
best
here? You're
and know
looking at her.
everything and Neverwinter.
Want want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
I'm thinking about Tudor. Etrian? Oh, Etrian is one of them? Zuna, Witch, Dark Dealer, Diana, and more. Ah!
Very distressing indeed.
Oh.
Hey, and welcome to Neverwinter with Aura. So module 29 is...
Wasn't expecting to find undead here. Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
All of this is...
Okay, so DPS, Blasphemy Assassin, Mage Slayer, Paranoid, Black Drat. What the? What?
Very distressing indeed.
You may have had this before, because it was like that stock all the time. So feel free to use it. Very expensive.
Dude. Yeah, I've got to make sure I get the right one. These Wolfgar and the other ones are like extremely expensive. Millions of Astrodyne, so this is a box I can't. I really gotta make sure.
From there, we go to Tutor.
Oh.
I don't know why they even put that on there.
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
Okay, Portobello, Da Vinci, Stone, Devil, Blackjack, Tudor, Nisk. I think Tudor's the one I was thinking about. I got confused with Regis. Regis is 3% recharge speed. Okay. Wolfgar, action point gain. Etran. Blackjack, already have Blackjack. Minutes I have. Stalwart Lion I have.
The undead. It is my task to deal with other things.
Okay.
Want to know who's in charge
Like
here?
Scorpion.
You're looking at her.
He just...
Because pretty big. There's going to be look at the others.
Captain Yago will deal
I have
with
that. Yeah, I've got
my
Wiggins.
task to deal with other
It's that.
things.
Already have contact.
Where's Wiggins at? Wiggins the Undead.
So, right? Here. Requirements. Over. Just there. Always. This.
Very distressing indeed.
Others. There. Good like that.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know to get Wolfgar or...
Again.
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
Also, like,
A most dreadful curse.
Here's his
Most
boost.
dreadful and most powerful.
the target, but the ghosts are going to be very delighted with it. It was back in the days, a few years ago, super good. And she's now going back to a very solid position, pretty much being as the target damage companion out of all of them here. Again, except its own ideal situations. Because Suna is super good with her bloodbath. Go here to the
With more skyships in our
single
fleet, the other
user and
companies won't be able
multi-target
to compete with us.
if you take out Blossom in which you need majority of her pretty much look hits, and it just adds up a struggle versus which if you build around it can be very if you have higher stats, better stats. Green, she does super well with her damage as well, just sustained, but it is melee damage. But again, she does have the
who's in charge here? You're looking at it.
With that effect of 2% power and 2% strength, which again can just make her superior to any other options. Having a support companion with good damage is usually better than just raw damage. She puts that inspiration, they've adjusted it, so she pretty much has
Maybe Turing, yeah.
before it even expires. Cast it again and just refresh it.
Golly.
It's very good. There you go. 2 seconds. And the Harper bar is exactly the same. They didn't really adjust its damage output. It's pretty poor, but it has the exact same gave. But its damage output is super poor. Like 8,000. That needs some updating still. But yeah, you can see them here. Then this is really.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a Turing.
Want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
Very distressing indeed.
And 3%, 50% damage possible, and debate. You just got to be aware that all ultimately is.
Okay, I'm gonna have to hold on. I'm gonna have to find
Wasn't expecting to find
Big gun habits, you're like the slugs in the effectiveness in Midsummer, which is the farm. Either in bold. The recommended ones. I would recommend you the Tyrion or ideally the Black Skirt. Reason is because at 11 some so I would what is pretty terrible compared to what you can do as a player. So just run a single target companion in AoE and just kill everything yourself. The only real good ones is Rageous and Shatterkai Witch. The rest of them are kind of the damage. The output is pretty terrible.
With more skyships in our fleet, the other companies won't be able to compete with us.
Just kill everything yourself, and you won't notice anything. You may have your own selection
Captain Yago will deal with the undead.
of which
It is my task to deal
which
with other
you can
companies.
see the DPS here, and that's how you would rank them. But now we move to companion equip bonuses. These are the bonuses. You have one or anything else. Then with based on what theory, so I would alternatives. Now this is general. Outside of a boss fight, you could max killing to get your single target.
Very distressing indeed.
But we can go
With
to
more
the
skyships in our fleet, the other companies won't be able to compete with us.
okay, here we go. Wolfgar. Team Velociraptor. Team Velociraptor's still good. Cold Iron Warrior. I actually have Cold Iron Warrior. I'm pissed off I have Cold Iron Warrior on my Barbarian. He's very good. I wish I had him He's very. I got
Wasn't
him in a
expecting
drop.
to find undead here.
Go look at
Well,
stuff.
whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
Get it, dude.
And
I don't know.
what is best to use. Now, to begin with, we start with the tame grafter. It's totally the best because the sheer amount and well with few power used. If you use from stealth, there's mints, damage bonus, the knight.
Minutes I have.
But then you have all these ones with power bonus. The reason I've set them like this is because your priority as a damage dealer is to focus on stat
Very distressing.
damage versus level. So you'll only get you 7.5 more of it. There'll be no point. See, if you don't need power, you need to skip past all those power companions. You can see which ones I have highlighted in bold. The Tame Draft, Cheery, Mint, Word Grind, the Golden Cat. And you go in your utility slot, they have this, the Booking, Dark Dealer. Again, you're limited on what slots you have available. You need that utility one. So
Might get
Golden
Wolfgar.
Cat is a good option. Because the Alchemist, Booking, and Dark
Dang it.
Dealer just not as good because they have, but
Most dreadful curse.
you have like
Most dreadful
combat advantage, you don't
and
need
most
the golden
powerful.
hat, and you might run the alchemist. If you don't need the crit strike, because you're at 90% on combat advantage, then you would go to like the bookend, get the combat advantage plus accuracy. It's all a balancing act depending on your stats. I can't just tell you this and this and this is best because I don't know what gear level you're at. When you are min-maxing and have like all the best gear,
With
then
more
I can show
skyships
you
in our
all
fleet,
of what.
the other companies won't
But
be able to
before you
compete
have
with
that
us.
gear, it can be better
Very
to use.
distressing indeed.
Again, just prioritize the order.
Ghost Companion, Neverwinter.
Wanna know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
Captain Yago will deal with the undead. It is my task to deal with other things.
Yeah. This guy right
Captain Yago will deal with the undead. It is my task to deal with other things.
here. All the ones I have. I have them on my server. 3 points. And used to be at deal some damage. Also 3 points. And here you go. However, let's check for damage. Used to be at 13,000. Yes.
With more skyships in our fleet, the other companies won't be able to compete with us.
Very distressing indeed.
About 10 or so. So there's been no change there. Now and then yes, he is a con artist. Your target.
With more skyships
Yeah.
in our fleet, the other companies won't be
Huh?
able to compete with us.
Stay there.
Huh?
You put that foam
Oh, yeah.
back underneath it or something.
Captain
Looks like
Yago
that.
will deal with the undead.
Yep.
It is my task to deal
Next up
with
is the
other
law.
things.
They're gonna be like, what's going on?
Yes. Now, he gone pretty much the same
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
while healing you. Again, left videos. And
A most dreadful curse.
Yeah,
Most
believe it.
dreadful and most powerful.
That's well. Now there is the one. They also deal. Going well. Good old shooter.
Wasn't expecting to find
I got almost all the best ones. I don't even.
Whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
A most dreadful curse.
Getting it.
Most dreadful and most powerful.
DPS is pretty solid. Another excellent hit. We're getting 500.
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
Very distressing indeed.
See that? There's that means you get down quickly like that. First step.
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
Yeah, welcome to Neverwinter Tower. Here I'm gonna and companions that are gonna offer
Okay. Fury, Mints. Got them both. Golden Cat don't have. Tame Velociraptor I have. Lich not sold.
Other things.
Tutor I don't have. It's Spindle, Black I'm trying to find out about this ghost
More
companion.
skyships in our fleet, the other companies won't be able to compete with us.
Captain Yago will deal with the undead. It is my task to deal with other things.
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
Best companion and Crimson Neverwinter pack. Sweet.
A most dreadful curse. Most dreadful
What's that?
and most powerful.
Let's see. What's this? Best companion in Crimson Horizon Neverwinter pack.
Wasn't expecting to find undead here. Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
Very distressing.
Anybody else?
In there, pretty decent.
With more skyships in our fleet, the other companies won't be able to compete with us.
Captain Yago will deal with the undead. It is my task to deal with other things.
They could have gave us one.
A moron. You do know that you can get Regis, Wolfgar, Etrine.
Wasn't expecting to
Oh my
find
gosh,
undead
what
here.
happened?
Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
Very distressing indeed.
Okay. Sacrifice.
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
Captain Yago will deal with the undead. It is my task to deal with other things.
Dude, you are crazy. You get an epic companion pack with the Crimson Battle Pass.
Wasn't
You get to
expecting
choose
find
between
that
Regis,
Well,
Wolfgar.
I won't let them get in my way.
This guy's an idiot, man. They're not even looking at the pack.
Wasn't expecting to find undead here. Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
Oh, screen. I was wondering where that was coming from. It's like, what is that noise? See, so you get Regis, Treen.
A most dreadful curse. Most dreadful and most powerful.
With more skyships in our fleet, the other companies won't be able to compete with us.
Very distressing indeed.
Oh, whoa, wait. Oh, I can.
With more skyships in our fleet, the other companies won't be able to compete with us.
I can sell this.
Very distressing indeed.
Epic Companion Choice Pack, Crimson Neverwinter.
Wasn't expecting to find undead here. Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
There we go. Oh gosh, of course it's Gus Archer. Can't stand Gus. He plays on PS5. Gus Archer. He's a total. He tries to be this nice guy, but he's a total freaking dick.
A most dreadful
But hey,
curse. Most dreadful and most powerful.
at least he did a video on it. Thank you, Gus. He's not very. Nothing. Never mind, Gus. You're good. I'm trying to be nice.
He's the beast.
Count Y, baby. Yeah, I don't even know what I don't even know.
More skyships in our fleet, the other companies won't be able to compete with us.
He'll just clean up the mess. He'll just clean it up.
What the?
About every 15 seconds. Now, there's a downside to that.
Yeah.
You're not going to use your in-game content. Well, maybe on mods, but in-game content is all about so you're not going to revisit that content. So it's great for questing and whatnot, but you're really
A
not.
most dreadful curse. Most dreadful and most powerful.
There is a caveat to this. Okay? And think about this. Where they have
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking
more
at
of
it.
a more
929,000 for Regis at purple. Astrodamus. Crazy.
Very distressing indeed.
So,
Not in game, bro. You're full of crap. You can a companion. See that's what he doesn't realize. Like you don't companions.
so here it is. Wolf. If you haven't slotted,
Very distressing indeed.
So
That's something to think about. Regis and Tudor. I get Regis and Tudor mixed up. They look the same. Wolfgar looks awesome. It looks like Fabio or Thor, kind of.
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at it.
Very distressing indeed.
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at it.
Okay.
No, you're just small.
Pretty.
Captain Yago will deal with the undead. It is my task to deal with other things.
No, he's not. I'll come in a minute. I'm trying to figure. I've got a $1 million decision to make. Literally. Just not real money, but still.
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at it.
Captain Yago will deal with the undead. It is my task to deal with other things.
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at it.
Captain Yago will deal with the undead. It is my task to deal
Let me
with
just show you.
other things.
In darkness, look to the light.
As soon as I can find out.
With more sky ships in our fleet, the other companies won't be able to compete with us.
But again, it's just so minute because we're getting so long. So this one's pretty.
Mage Slayer's only 300.
Want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
So I wouldn't open it and get a Mage Slayer. I would sell the pack if you really want the Mage Slayer. Sell the pack, buy the Mage Slayer, keep the profit.
You have my bow.
So, I wouldn't open the Mage Slayer. You do you. And then the next one is, sorry, I have to memorize, Big Companion. And the next one is Atrium. Now, this one's a
Very
really good
distressing
one.
indeed.
It has two different benefits. And, do I have Persona right there? I don't. Atrium has, hey, she is really hard.
Want to know who's in
She's
charge
a
here?
very good
You're looking at
hitter.
her.
She has 2% crit and 2% power.
Yep.
Whenever you're 50% health, and it has a 100% uptime because she casts it every 15 seconds, but the buff lasts 20 seconds, so the uptime is very, very high. You're going to see this buff in your code bar, I believe, and then watch.
With more sky ships in our fleet, the other companies won't be able to
Last
compete
20
with us.
seconds. She does this every 16, 17 seconds or so. She'll never run out. And even if she dies, the buff stays, I believe. Which means when they die, the bonus get resurrected. So as you can see, it just refreshes the buff to that. And she hits really good. She hits like a drone. I'm not going to do a comparison on that, but she's one of the top companions as well. Now, the thing about Atrium is, she was very expensive until recently.
Wasn't expecting to find undead
And then a
here.
price
Well,
plummeted, but
whatever.
now-
I won't let them get in my way.
But here's the deal. This Atrium is account wide. So if you want a meta support companion for 10-man content, she's always going to be she's a really good one. So, and if you slot her in your utility slot, it gives you 8 speed and recharge speed, which is really hard to get both in companion. There's a lot of good things to say about Atrium. A lot. Next one is the...
Very distressing indeed.
I'm curious about the ghost. Of course, it's the last one.
A big companion. The next one is Celeste. I'm not even gonna cover her. She's a healing, a little bit of damage.
Yeah, Celeste is.
I'll cover her.
You don't need to. I know what he's saying. I have Celeste, or I had.
Just hoping she went up.
Wasn't expecting to find
So-
undead.
Yeah, she's like a.
Well, whatever. I won't
She's
let them
alright.
get in my way.
Fire that knocks targets upwards and it splashes them down in a wider area. Increases the healing of
Most
sunburst
dreadful
by
curse.
20%.
Most
And
dreadful
she
and
does
most
every
horrible.
7.2 seconds or so. Those you and your allies. So let's go ahead. I don't even think we're going to get a chance to see her heal because I think I have to be damaged. So hopefully I can get hit. Let's see. It's okay.
Wasn't expecting to find undead here. Well,
Really
whatever.
nice.
I won't let them get in my way.
She doesn't hit that hard. Healing companions are
The
hard.
most dreadful curse. Most
No,
dreadful
skip Celeste. I know that for sure. She was.
She's pretty cheap.
Yeah. I think she should be around 200. Oh, she's 111k.
Yeah. Epic. One is Ghost. So, Owl, I don't see available in the Zen market. I don't know if it's or not, but
Wasn't expecting to find undead here. Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
You can get it. It's costs, but it's very rare. I have other people. But it's an expensive thing. So the cheapest one is 900. Just got listed. Instead of that, this one is that was just time ago. I actually sold them for $200. Now,
The
let
owl?
me summon this. It hits okay. Nothing impressive. I think what a lot of
Captain Yago will deal with the undead. It is my task to deal with other things.
So there's awareness in it. So description. I spent over to spot the fire jump by myself. Like 10 minutes solo forever. I never once did this thing the target, which is very
Very distressing.
It's probably gonna be a treen I get. Yeah, count wide, worth over $1 million, but I mean not the worth. I mean owl's $1 million too, but it's
so if you get my
it's out. The owl's for tanks. Wolfgar, Regis, and Etrine are for deep. You know, you can use it as a DPS character. Or Celeste is like a healer, I think, companion, or for healers.
So let's go ahead and attack this guy. Okay, you're gonna notice my.
Wasn't expecting to find undead here. Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
To the top of the aggro bar. And it's doing it just the Fae. Because the Fae attacks. It's the taunt. I believe that it goes over there. As you can see, my hour. And if we keep this video 20 minutes, entire time for the fighter to die first.
With more sky-ships in our fleet, the other companies won't be able to compete with us.
But it neat companion that makes noises. I hardly ever have my thing, so I can't tell. And then the epic companion with the ghost. Now this is a tough one. You're gonna see.
Wasn't expecting to find undead here. Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
And we gotta go.
Captain Yago will deal with the undead. It is my task to deal with other things.
Come.
Wow, the ghost is 6 million. Blue.
Wasn't expecting to find undead here. Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
Right? So let's get this ghost out.
The most dreadful curse. Most dreadful and most powerful.
Wasn't expecting to find undead here. Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
It only does
Very distressing
it is
indeed.
spirit. So let's. You're gonna see this thing is really. Okay, let's get it. Let's get this.
Wasn't expecting to find undead here. Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
A most dreadful curse. Most dreadful and most
Come on,
powerful.
you're big. Sorry, I just wanted to see what it won't stop.
Wasn't expecting to find undead here. Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
I see the so, holy.
A most dreadful curse. Most dreadful and most powerful.
Depending on what you're doing, really.
want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
Oh. Flapjack.
Very distressing indeed.
Navy Wolf Guard.
With more sky ships in our fleet, the other companies won't be able to compete with us.
That's unfortunate. So there you go.
Very distressing indeed.
Oh, take
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
Okay.
Okay.
A most dreadful curse. Most dreadful and most powerful.
Wasn't expecting to find us dead here. Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
I don't know, guys.
Wasn't expecting to find us
Hail,
dead
adventurer!
here. Well, whatever.
Interested
I
in
won't let them
parting
get
with
in my
any of
way.
your trade bars? Oh, if so, I have
Very
many
distressing
fine
indeed.
goods for sale.
Companions.
Wasn't expecting to find us dead here. Well, whatever. I won't let them get in my way.
Captain Yago will deal with the undead. It is my task to deal with other things.
There it is.
A most dreadful curse. Most dreadful and most powerful.
Wait. What?
You want to know who's in charge here? You're looking at her.
Very distressing indeed.
I didn't know you could get your companions to Celestial. I thought Mythic was the... Oh my gosh, I got all these Mythic companions that I've been... Oh. Well, stuck with you, Casper. Oh my lord. See that? Come on, do it. There you go. Okay. Ooh, I can't use her there. Maybe I can. Dang, man, I don't know where to put it. Oh. Should I go here? And lose a little bit of crit strike? Looking good. I just realized something. I know it's a small chance. Please. Can't believe this. Okay. So I got Ghost. Got Ghost! She's just really rare and she's pretty good, so. And she gives me 4.5% power and 4.5% crit. and slotted. So my dumb, yeah, that hit right there. We got 100 and something thousand. Yeah, so she's good. I don't know, Etrin. That's what who I was gonna get, but I have plenty of like companion apps for in game. I don't really. I mean, I'll show you all the companions I have. I mean, I have Minsk. I have all the in game stuff like Minotaur Mercenary, Chicken Mancer. This new one's good. Wiggins Undead Intern. Flapjack. I have Flapjack. I got Caddy Bree. I got Batiri at Mythic. King Velociraptor. That's one you want to use in a group. Pseudo Dragon, which is still amazing single target. That was for basically his Swashbuckler, Mythic, Greenscale Bowman. This is she's the same thing as Zariel. Flame Sprite. It's just Flapjack. Yeah, Mystic God, Materia. Oh yeah, Cold Light Warrior. I mean, he's really good. So the Cavalier, which I ended up using him because he's really good with shielding and helping with, Dragon Hunter. She's really good. She has really good bow and arrow. She's one of those bow and arrow like Green Scale and Kinku Archer. Barbarian Shaman. She's pretty good too. Yeah, Mince, Flapjack. We'll see how she does. I mean, most of all the the Vistian Warrior. No, Vistian Warrior. Let's see. Yeah, he's pretty good. Like I said, I'm about to go get on Destiny. It's reset day. I just need to do. I want to get that pack because I only had to do one skirmish to get that pack. Last night I did all 3 skirmishes and it was like that close. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So I basically got on just to do that, but then I've been sitting here for an hour or two trying to figure out which one who I want to get. The Ghost is the most rare. I wonder if all the companions have that purple or that pink. I wonder if that's because she's celestial rank. I don't know. Maybe she's just. Oh, I'll have to do a dungeon tomorrow. What time is it? Yeah, I'll have to do a dungeon tomorrow and test her out because it's getting a little late. I want to get on Destiny, so. Okay. Alright, thank you whoever's watching. I'm going to be on Destiny in a few.